Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman on Friday announced a massive 572% surge in tax devolution to Meghalaya, rising from Rs 7,273 crore in 2004 to 2014 to Rs 48,800 crore in 2014 to 2024. Grant in aid also doubled to Rs 40,453 crore. Under the Special Assistance to States for Capital Investment or SASCI, the state received Rs 5,471 crore for infrastructure development. Sitharaman highlighted achievements such as digitization of land records, scrapping of 25,000 old government vehicles, and construction of women's hostels. She also revealed Meghalaya's 67 farmer producer organization or FPOs are thriving, with some crossing Rs 1 crore in turnover. Additionally, 114 PM internship opportunities have been created in the state.
I just want to draw your attention to how much of tax money has got devolved to Meghalaya. In the 10 years between 2014 to 24, compared to the 10 years before, which is 2004 to 14. Between 2004 to 14, 7,273 crores was devolved. Tax money which centre has, which is given to all states. 7,273. But between 2014 and 24, comparable 10 years that I am talking about, whilst it was 7,273, between 2014 to 2024, it was 48,883, nearly 572% increase. That is of tax devolution. Grants and aid are also given to states. The 10 years in 2004 to 14, 19,700 was received as grant and aid, whereas 14 to 24 it is 40,452 crores. So just that pointer for tax devolution. On SASCI, I told you in the meeting that I was earlier, the public function, that it is not an amount which was part of the recommendation of the Finance Commission. But because after COVID, we wanted states to come out of the COVID stress and centre also to come out of the COVID economy stress, capital expenditure was taken as the priority route through which we wanted the economy to revive. So centre was spending money in building capital assets. In that, we wanted to also make sure states also spend money in capital assets. So we gave money to the states. And a portion of it was given completely freely. And another portion of it was given with some tying up, saying you do this reform, we give you more. I just want to highlight that the scale of SASCI is, since 2020, 5.3 lakh crores has been released to all the states in India under SASCI, which is for 50 years it's given as a loan without any interest, and after 50 years you repay it. So that is 5.3 lakh crores. Northeastern region alone has received from this 5.3 lakh crores 48,804 crores, all of Northeast. Meghalaya alone has received 5,471 crores. So every state in the Northeast received this money as an interest-free 50-year amount which they can spend in capital asset building. Some of the outcomes of the capital, the SASCI, I'm talking about outcome all over the country, which includes Meghalaya. Now, all states use a public account system which is digitized called SMA Sparsh, because it tells you transparently how much money went for which team. For every state, everybody can get a look at it. So that SMA Sparsh brought in transparency. It was part of the tide fund. We told states to do it, then get more SASCI amount. All states have benefited from it. 18 states have reduced wastage of land in industrial areas because of SASCI tide funds. 22 states have now allowed hostels in industrial zones. Even here today, one of the things that we're doing is working women hostel. Similarly, many states have done that. 28 states are building hostels for working women, includes Meghalaya. You saw the foundation being made today. 25,000 old government vehicles have been scrapped. So polluting vehicles belonging to government have all been scrapped, part of the tide fund of course. More than 90% of land maps have been digitized and geo-referenced. 91% of all land rights records are digitized. This is a very people-friendly step because rural areas, when people own one piece of land also, they don't have proper documentation or paper in their hand. So even if they own that land, they can't even go to the bank and say, look, keep this paper, give me some money, I want to do some business. Unless that is digitized and given to them. That was also achieved through this SASC. So the incentives that we gave, 22 states have achieved over 10% growth in their own capital expenditure because center was giving, states also put their own money, and that they received a 20,000 crore performance incentive for it. So SASCI has actually helped states to build assets which they wouldn't have been in a position to build for the next 10 years also without that money coming in. So that I want to highlight has benefited Meghalaya in so many different ways. Now SASCI is one thing. It's also another that central government helps to get externally aided projects coming in with World Bank assistance or ADB's assistance. Now why do we need all that? We need it because they come with technical expertise. And when they come for benefiting communities with these infrastructure projects. Otherwise, whilst many states have already advanced, here or in any state, without that kind of a favorably termed loan, you're not going to be able to catch up with many things which haven't happened all these years. So we've actively encouraged ADB and others. For instance, in Assam, so many different projects are getting completed. And because of that, the mobility of people have also increased. People are able to come from different parts of the states to come to the capital and do business. So is the case with Maharashtra, so is the case with Tamil Nadu. Externally aided projects have come off great help. The next one I want to highlight, which many of you may have covered, is the PM internship program, in which youth who till then didn't find any job and who didn't know what kind of skills they need, have been given skills because of this. In round 1, which was a pilot testing round, 1,530 internship opportunities were made available for the entire Northeast. And in round 2, which is ongoing now, 3,660 internship opportunities were posted across Northeast, including 114 in Meghalaya alone. So this has helped a lot of youth to get into prospects of good jobs. First they get exposed, then they get the job. Now, in the last literally 5 years, since after an announcement, I'm moving to the next topic of FPOs, farmer producer organizations. Financial support is given by the center. 18 lakh per FPO is given for over 3 years, and matching equity grant is also given 15 lakh. Credit guarantee facility is provided for the FPO of 2 crores. Training and hand-holding is also available for FPOs. We announced in the budget of 2020 that all over the country we'll form 10,000 FPO groups. Now, only in Meghalaya, 67 farmer producer organizations have been formed. They are in the areas of turmeric, ginger, pineapple, oranges, and spices like pepper and bay leaves. 44 FPOs from Meghalaya are now present in the ONDC, Open Network for Digital Commerce, which is a public platform. So Northeast has actually benefited, and I gave the numbers for Meghalaya, but all states have also benefited because of it. Prominent among all the FPOs in Meghalaya the Tangsim Agro Farmer Producer Company in North Garrow Hills. We were probably doing banana chips and jackfruit chips. They are doing extremely well. They are supplying to mother dairy stores all over the country, particularly in Delhi you find them. Then you have the West Jaintia Hill Farmer Producer Company, which has a turnover of more than 1.1 crore. Very good leadership by the farmers. Then you have Julan Farmer Producer Company in Reboy district, which is supplying to the Reliance Smart and the many other bigger marts, wholesale marts, and they are present in multiple states. Then you have the Eastern Reboy Organic Farmer Producer Company, which is into organic ginger and many other products, spice. 5,500 organic farmers are benefiting by that one FPO. I've just given you a broad picture. These are measures about which I'm reviewing and going through. And the final one thing is in the second phase of vibrant villages. You know, in the first phase, border villages which are the western side, go close to Pakistan border, we developed villages for every basic community, giving them the priority. Prime Minister Modi actually calls them not the last village or the border village, he calls them the first village through which people enter India. And therefore there we want to achieve complete saturation. Good roads, drinking water, primary health facilities, good schools, skilling programs, houses, toilets, everything.